Today on View to a Grill, we're going to review the ThermoMaven P1 wireless thermometer. We'll go over some of the features that I like and along the way grill some Mediterranean inspired pork chops. First, let's take a quick look at the ThermoMaven P1 wireless thermometer. The first thing I noticed was the non-slip body of the thermometer. It feels good in your hand and is easy to grip. As we pull out the thermometer from the body, notice the sticker leaves no sticky residue on the thermometer. You'll find one ambient temperature probe. This unit only has one thermometer. Here you can see the safe insertion line. This thermometer also has a thin shaft with 5 shaft sensors. The tip of the thermometer is sharp for easy insertion. We turn the thermometer over on the back. You can see a volume button, the CF toggle, and the reset button. On the front, we'll find the OK or confirmation button, a set button, and a selection button. On the side, you'll find the power button, and then the opposite side is blank. On the top is the thermometer charging port, and on the bottom you have the Type-C charging port. One of my favorite things is, yes, the ThermoMaven P1 does have a magnetic back. This thermometer does come with an app and it is easy to set up on your phone. First, all you have to do is pair the thermometer via Bluetooth to your phone. Just hit the OK button when it's ready. Next, log in to your local Wi-Fi. Once connected, you can read and swipe through the tips to the main dashboard. Touch the chef's hat icon for the chef's recipes. Touch the AI icon where you can give the AI some ideas to create your own recipes. And then touch the person icon for favorites, settings, and other features. Now that we have our ThermoMaven P1 set up, let's get a step-by-step recipe using the AI feature, starting with the marinade. Create a Mediterranean-style marinade for grilled pork chops using fresh rosemary. And just like that, the AI feature is going to write out a recipe plus step-by-step grilling instructions. Now all we need to do is start following the instructions. We'll get our pork chops, our oil, lemons, garlic, fresh rosemary, and you knew it would be Mexican oregano, along with our salt and pepper. We'll get all of those ingredients into a bowl and then mix with the whisk. And when I was done, my marinade looked like this. Pour the marinade in a bag and then put in your pork chops. And I like to move my pork chops around in the marinade before sealing. And since I'm using a vacuum sealer, I only need to let these marinate for about 45 minutes to an hour. Next up, we need to preheat our grill. We'll go ahead and get our fire started. While the fire is starting, that'll give us time to clean the grill. I like to clean my grill while it's cold using CitraSafe. It really is easy to do and, to me, more convenient. Now that our fire is ready, we can get that into the Weber kettle. We'll move the lit coals around for even heat distribution, sweep out any ash that may have fallen on the vents for better airflow. Put our grill grates back on and let this go for about 10 to 15 minutes with the top vent 3/4 of the way open. Our pork chops have been marinating for about 45 minutes. Let's get those on a rack so that the excess marinade can drip off before we start grilling. One of the things I like about the ThermoMaven P1 is the thin shaft, which makes it easy to insert the thermometer into whatever it is you're cooking. That safe insertion line is inside. Here's what the display looks like on the main unit. And also love the fact that I can use the magnets to stick it right on to a safe spot away from the heat on my Weber kettle. Now that our Weber is preheated, let's grill our pork chops. Before we grill our pork chops over direct heat, I'm going to start these off on the indirect side of the grill. And as soon as I close the lid, you can see the heat really climb quickly. That's because we have hot coals. Internal temperature of the meat is 51 degrees. Our target temperature has already been set to 142 degrees. That's below 145 when it's time to remove from the grill. That carryover temperature will get us in between 145 and 150, which is perfect for pork chops. Once the pork chops hit about 80 degrees internal temperature, that's when I like to start searing the pork chops over direct heat. I also want to take note of which side of the grill is hotter. And as you can see here, the right side is hotter than the left. Let's go ahead and get our pork chops on, and we're going to let these sear for about a minute and 30 seconds. Now notice how hot that thermometer is getting once it gets over direct heat. But 474 degrees is well within the safe range of the thermometer, which can take as much as 572 degrees. Here we are a minute and a half later. What I'm going to do is turn these pork chops about 90 degrees, and we're also going to switch sides. I just feel like that gives the pork chop the same amount of heat for each pork chop. Now go ahead, close the lid, and we're going to give these another minute to a minute and a half. A minute and a half later, we'll get the lid open, and we're going to flip our pork chops, and we're also going to swap sides again. Close the lid, and we'll let these go for another minute to a minute and a half. While the pork chops were grilling, we got our first alert saying that the AI estimates that we have another 5 minutes before the end of the cook. A minute to a minute and a half later, we're going to play that same game. We're going to give the pork chops a quarter of a turn and swap positions. Now we can close our lid. Now our estimated done time is in 4 minutes. We let those go for another minute to a minute and a half, and now we're going to move these back over to the indirect side to finish bringing these pork chops up to that 142 degree mark. And there it is. We're done. Let's go get our pork chops and check our results. If you take a look at the screen on the app, you can see that that carryover temperature is rising. Now our last instruction from the app is to let these pork chops rest for a few minutes before cutting into them. Here's a good look at our pork chops, and here's what it looks like underneath. And now that these pork chops have rested, let's take a look at what they look like on the inside. Be sure to remove the thermometer before you start cutting into them. I'm just going to go right down the center and take a look at this. That pork chop is lightly pink and moist in the middle. Now let's get a taste. Absolutely delicious. So this is dinner. It's got to go inside. Now if you're in the market and if you're looking for a really nice, well-performing wireless thermometer with all the latest features, including AI, then the ThermoMaven P1 is the thermometer for you. It's a great thermometer at this price range. It'll be hard to find another thermometer that gives you all of these features. I'll have a link and discount code in a pinned comment and in the description, so grab these thermometers while this sale lasts. I'd like to thank ThermoMaven for sponsoring this video. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to View to a Grill, I'm not sure what you're waiting on. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, y'all.